Okay, so we're going to get moving this morning, doing a stretch and strength session on Sunday morning. So first thing, if you just stand on your mat with your feet hip distance apart, okay, and you just think about good posture. Okay, so things to think about are feet are hip distance apart, directly underneath the hips, okay. Core is engaged, so that means that pelvic floor engagement. Imagine you've got a lift going up through the center of your body and it's going to the third floor of 10, so 30% level of engagement. And then deepest abdominals, transverse abs, they're drawn in and up, and again, as if you had a belt that was tight and you were pulling that belt to the third colon of 10, yeah? So 30% engagement of this co-contraction. Take your hands to your lower rib cage. We'll just connect some breathing now. So just breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And this breath, just have this breath to guide you through the practice we'll do this morning. Gradually starting to rock back and forth, toes and heels. And then just loosen the arms and swing them up on the in-breath and bring them back down on the out-breath. So you want to keep nice and long in your neck. And shoulder blades soft down your back. So we're going in, breath up, and exhale down. Okay, so just gradually take it to a range that starts to feel that you are challenging the body a little bit. So we're just starting to get that work into the Achilles, into the calves. Start to bend the knees as you come down, taking it into a shallow squat. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the belly strong. Hips going back. In, breath up. And exhale down. And do one more. And hold it to the top. And then just release down. Okay, let's just take those shoulders back and round. So just loosening off into the shoulder girdle there. Take the hands on top of the shoulders and just circle the shoulders round. Okay, so you're just gradually loosening off. And then reach those arms to the right out to the side. Okay, so we're going to just draw the arms back a little bit. Try not to flare up through your ribs. So squeezing shoulder blades towards one another and then bring them back forwards again. Inhale to draw them back. And exhale forward. So keep the neck long, keep zipped up through your center. In, breath away. So you're rolling those palms up, sending the thumbs back. And then release. Okay, let's bring the knees up to the opposite hand. So just starting to work into your hips. And a little bit of coordination, I guess. Bringing knees up to opposite hand. Take the hands onto the hips and then step out and then just curl the heel up. And then take the arms across the chest. And once again, a little bit more opening for chest and shoulders. So we're just getting a bit of heat going and opening up connective tissues. And then step the feet out nice and wide and turn the toes out. And then just take it into a bit of a wide leg squat there, okay, to connect through inner thigh muscles. So just taking it to a depth that feels okay for you. As you go down, reach down with the hands. As you come up, open up through the chest. And in, breath up, exhale down. As you come up, squeeze through glutes, through thighs. And then one more. and then tuck the toes in. Now reach the arms out again. Now twist, and then reach. Come up, inhale, twist, and then reach. So remember your backhand, rotate that as you reach away. Okay, so, and you can look towards that backhand as you reach down towards the leg or the foot of on the opposite side. In breath, you twist, and exhale, you reach. You're trying to get as much rotation into that thoracic spine, and then we're trying to reach away, open up through the chest, and we're getting that stretch, inner thighs, hamstrings. And let's do one more. And then come up. So let's turn a foot. Okay, maybe shuffle a little bit longer, and then just resting the elbow down on the thigh. Okay, and then just sweep round to loosen off those shoulders and the other direction. And then reach up to the ceiling, or if you're outside, to the sky, and maybe track this hand down and reach up. You can look up. And then we're going to bring that hand down to the floor, pivot your back heel, so the heel is up, back foot, and take the leg that's forward, take that hand up. Okay, knee can come down. So again, opening up through the collarbones and rotating through the mid-spine. So coming up, take the legs wide, as wide as feels good, and then we'll go side to side, keep the chest lifted. Breathe, should be starting to feel you're moving with a little bit more ease now, as we're gradually getting into this practice this morning. And then from there, we're going to turn the other foot and then just sweep the arm around so the body stays still, and we just work into the shoulder girdle, and we can change direction. And then reach that hand up directly above the head, and if you want, track the other hand down the inside, stretch, reach, lift. Most of all, breathe. Bring that hand to the floor, back heel's coming up, and reach and twist. Maybe back knee down. And then come up. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's just do a little bit of mobilizing into the hips again. All right, so we're going to stand on the left leg, and we'll bring the right knee up. Okay, and we'll just take that leg to the outside, and then back, down, and round. So your hands can be wherever you need them to be to give yourself a little bit of extra help with your balance. Standing leg steady, and just work into the hip joint, try changing direction. Breathe. So a bit of a balance challenge and mobilizing into that one side. So we'll try the other side. Okay, so you bring the knee up, take it out to the side, back, down, round, and back to where you began. You're just trying to work full range into the hip joint there. So you've got to engage core to stabilize the body. All right, try changing direction. So you send the leg back, out, round, back to the front. Okay, good. And just give it a little shake off there. All right, so from here, let's step your right leg forward and take your left leg back. So we're going to just take it into a lunge. All right, so you think about, make sure that those feet are, hip distance apart, the feet are not in line. All right, and you're going to take it to a lunge as deep as feels good for you. All right, so we come down with the back knee as far as feels okay, and then come back up. Sort your feet out so that the front knee doesn't push over the toe. As we go down, you can reach those arms up. Okay. So try to keep good form. Reaching away with the hands as you sink down. Oh, when you take that back knee as far down as feels good for you. Keep breathing. And let's do one more on that side. And then come up. And just in between, bring your feet to hip distance apart, okay? And then we'll just do a squat in between, okay? So again, working on thighs, working on glutes. We'll reach away, extend the hips back, and come up. This time as you come up, try rising up onto your toes, come to a calf raise. Okay, reach, come up. Push through the floor. It's not, you're not letting come up onto calves, just focus on your squat. Hips are back, chest is lifted, knees are in line with the feet. Reach those arms away. Should be starting to feel that heat building now. And release. Okay, we're going to try that lunge on the other side. I'll just demonstrate on the same leg again. Okay, so probably you're going to be left leg forward now. All right, so remember to have the feet hip distance apart, nice and long, nice and wide. Back knee comes down, and then you just check the range. Back knee down if you can. Don't worry if you're not able to get that down, and make sure you're not going through any pain. So we sink down and push off of both feet. Reach up as you sink down. Keep that good form. Keep breathing. Keep the neck long. If you don't like the arms, just place them on the hips, or if you need to, hold on to something. Yeah. Make sure there's no pain in the knee. Back knee down as far as you can. Hands reaching up if that feels good. And then come back. So we just go a little bit narrow with your squat now. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be in the middle. So kind of like a narrow hip squat. And then we'll step out and do a wider squat. So down, step out, squat, down, center, shallow squat, narrow squats. Okay. Remember to do the one in the center. Chest is lifted, hips go back. So it's a wide squat out, a narrow squat in. So this is all good for keeping those ski legs ready for maybe one day. Okay, chest is lifted, hips are back. And let's do one more. Okay, and release. So we're going to do some dips now, all right? So either on a chair, sofa, or on the floor, okay? If you're doing them on the floor, yeah, we're going to be here, all right? Shallow, push up. Or you can take the feet further. You're just not going to get too much range into the elbow joint. Do them on the sofa or the seat, set yourself up for that, keep your hips close. All right, but take the feet further away if you want a harder. So remember, it's an in-breath down, and then exhale up. I think you can still see me doing this. Anyway, I think you know what a tricep dip is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. If you want this to be a little bit harder, you could raise a leg. Try to keep the hips close though, keep in good form. Obviously changing that leg. In-breath down, exhale up. Really drive up on the out-breath. Keep those hips close if you are using a chair or whatever. And let's get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, nice. Make sure you're drinking where you need. Next thing we're going to do, take the emphasis off the upper body and go into a wall sit squat, so finding the wall. If not, you're back to doing some squats again, all right? So lots of work into glutes and thighs. So finding that wall and coming down, if you can, and pressing into the wall, hips, knees aligned where possible, abs pulled in, keeping good form. Okay, you've been doing this session, you know what's happening. To pass the time, we're going to do a rhythm, all right? Today's rhythm is going to be dance, dance, we love to dance. Are you ready? Let's go. Dance, dance, we love to dance. Dance, dance, we love to dance. Dance, dance, we love to dance. Keep that going. Keep your abs strong. Keep pressing into the wall. Dance, dance, we love to dance. Obviously, you don't have to do it. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, you know, you could have probably gone longer. I know that you're so fit out there. So anyway, just a little challenge. All right, we're going to come to the back of your mat now. All right. We're going to be doing some, firstly, we're going to be more in a downward dog once we get down there. So we're going to be doing some work. So that's going to be, you take that through the shoulders, lengthening out through the back of the body. So if you stand with your feet hip distance apart, and we take the chin through to the chest, and then you roll down through your spine. So just feeling that stretch through the spine. Start bending the knees one at a time, and you can have the hands resting down, or the hands can be on your thighs. Just breathe. Now we're going to bend that right leg, okay? And take your left hand up to the ceiling. So reach, and we're going to swap. And let's come back to the center and just roll back up, scoop your belly in. As you roll up, try to now reach the arms up to the ceiling and just rise onto your toes, stretching your fingers. Come back through your heels, bring your chin through to your chest, scoop your belly in and roll down through your spine. Now we're going to walk those hands out to the front of the mat. Spread your fingers wide and have your feet hip distance and pedal your heels up and down whilst you push the floor away. Draw your belly in and lengthen out through the back of the body. Anytime you need to, come to knees, take a breather and then rejoin. So on an in-breath, we come to high heels. On an out-breath, we stretch the heels down towards the floor. On the in-breath, high heels. And on an out-breath, heels down towards floor, hips high. In-breath, high heels. And exhale. From here, we're going to shift that weight forwards. We're going to come to a high plank position. Okay, we're going to keep everything nice and strong. We're going to breathe nice and deep. We're going to keep the right hand down. We're going to twist and reach the left hand up. That right knee can come down if you need. Come back and push back to down dog. Fingers are spread, belly's drawn in, hips are high, shoulders are broad. Come back to high plank, push the floor away, the head is well over the hands, and turn to the other side. Right hand comes up. Remember that left knee can come down. Open up, stabilize through the shoulder. Come back, push back to your down dog. Draw your belly in. So we're going to shift forwards to high plank. Hold it. Then we're going to come back to down dog and we're going to tap towards one shin. Come back to high plank and then back to down dog and tap towards the shin. back to high plank, and then tap, okay? So when you do your high plank, your head's well over hands, your hips no higher than shoulders. You come to your down dog, and then we're reaching towards the opposite leg. Abs are strong. Breathe in deep. Just try one more on each leg. And then come down to your knees. And just stretch your back. So come down into a child's posture. And just take some breath there. Okay. And just rise up onto your knees. All right, step your right leg forwards. Send the left leg away. So that knee is behind the left hip. And just sink down. So feel that stretch into the hip flexors on that left leg. All right, and if you want to add a lift with the arms, lift the chest. If you're not liking that, keep the hands on the thighs or the hip. And then twist to your right. Reach round. So find a position where you can get as much rotation there. Left hand is on the right thigh, right arm's reaching. For an extra challenge, you could reach, you could lift your foot off the floor and pull. Only if that feels doable for you. That knee's got to feel comfortable. We're then going to straighten out the front leg, and we're going to track the hands down the leg, stretching out the back and the hamstrings, and then if the hands can reach to the floor, you do that. Otherwise, you keep on your leg. You try to keep your toes up, and you push your heel away. And most of all, you stay with your breath. So we're going to add a hip opening stretch here. So bring your right foot underneath your right knee. Then step this foot to the outside of the left side of your mat. Place your hands down and just let this knee drop down. Then this left leg, you can either stay on the top of your foot, okay, or onto the ball of your foot. We're in a pigeon posture stretch here. Now, if this is not comfortable for you and your knees, you're lying back. All right, into this figure of four stretch here. Okay, getting hold of your left leg and pulling in. Otherwise, we're going to be round in pigeon. And then we're keeping the back leg active, the left leg active, and we can fold down. And open up the hips here on Sunday morning, breathing. Okay, we're going to bring the hands back. And we're going to come back up to down dog. So wherever you're at, you need to find this down dog again. Draw the abdominals in, get some breath, lengthen out through the spine. Breathe. Okay, come down to your knees. Have your hands as wide on the mat or wider and bring the head forwards, okay? So get ready for a press up. So the head is well forward, the hands, the chest and the shoulders are aligned, the knees can be down, the heels can be up, or the knees can be off the floor. Bring the chest down, only as far as feels good for you, and push back up. Keep the chest open, keep the neck long, so the head is lifted. Keep the belly strong, breathe in as you go down, only as far as feels good for you. Breathe out as you press up. So keep switched on through your center. Best form that you can get with your push up, your press up. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out as you push up. Keeping the body as still as you can. Head is well over the hands. Chest and shoulders aligned. Last one. And then come down to your knees and stretch it back into child's posture. Taking some breath. And then just roll up when you're ready, and then step your left leg forward. Send the right knee away. Make sure that right knee is comfortable on the floor, and just sink down. So we want to feel the stretch on the right side into the hip flexors here. Breathe, reach up with those arms, if that feels good, while sinking down into the floor with the hips. And then twist to your left. Placing your right hand on your left thigh, twist round, keep twisting. For an extra Bonus, you could bring that right foot up, reach for it, breathe. Release. And straightening out that left leg now. Toes are towards you, heels are pushing away, hands tracking down the leg or the floor. Draw the chest down, keep the thighs strong where you can, and just feel that stretch into the back of the legs. Walking the hands away as far as you can, either on the floor or on the leg. Keep trying to develop that hamstring stretch. And then we're going to take it into that pigeon stretch, okay? So bring your left foot underneath your left knee. Step that foot to the outside of the right side of your mat. Place the hands down. Sink the knee, stretch the right leg. And then if it feels good, pull down. None of that is feeling good on the knees. Remember to lie on your back and bring your left foot up onto the right thigh. And then either that right foot could go on the wall or you could pull in. Head could be up or down. Okay, so you're breathing wherever you're at. And release from there, and everyone's going to push back up to downward dog again. Draw the belly in, keep the hips high. We know the more down dog we do, it's a really great stretch for the back of the body, opening up the shoulders as well, so stretch the mat sideways. The more of these you do, the more restful this position becomes, and the more you can get out of it. So come down to your knees again, okay? And set those hands wide again. We'll do one more set of press-ups, okay? We send the knees away, all right? Send the head well over the hands and pull the abdominals in. You can bring those heels up, or you can tuck your toes under and come to a high plank, ready to go down. In breath down, exhale, push. In breath down, exhale, push. In breath down, exhale, push. Only go down as far as feels, good for you, but challenge yourself. Keep the head well over the hands. Keep the chest aligned with the shoulders. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out on the way out. Up. If you're in a full press up, the thighs are on, the abdominals are on. Abdominals are strongly on the pelvic floor. On all of the different modifications, we'll do one more. And then come back. Rest it back into child's posture. And take some breath. Breathe. All right, great stuff. So we're going to come to rest on your forearms now, and we're going to step the feet back. We're going to come to a low plank position. Okay, abs are strong. That feels too much, knees are on the floor. So if the knees are on the floor, just start stretching one heel away at a time. If the knees are off, start tapping one knee down at a time. So stay strong in your core here, pelvis really not moving, just either stretching legs away or bending in the knee. And then hold it. If you can't hold it, take a breather, go back to child's posture. Breathe nice and deep. From here, we're going to turn to a side plank. So to set yourself up, bring your left knee down. All right, your elbow is on the floor and your other foot is reaching away. Hand is on the hip and lift. Exhale away. So this lower waist, pull it up. Keep drawing it up by drawing your abdominals in. Think length through the leg that you're lifting and relax your neck. Remember to have a breather at any point. Okay. Obviously, you can make this harder by having the knee off the floor. And then rest. Come back round, lie on your front. We'll do the other side in a sec. Okay, so lie long on the floor. Take some breath. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, okay? Draw your elbows in, and now lift the head to look forwards. And now start lifting the chin and the chest. You're not going to come up all the way, so don't be trying to straighten out those arms. Okay, you want to keep long in the neck. and focus on lengthening the front of the body. Come back down. And again, lift the nose and the chin, and down the chest. Try and get a bit more range. And then come down. This time, bring your hands up first. So you're already lifted. Stretch the toes away, pull the belly in, place the hands. A bit more range again, maybe. Listen to your body. Keep switched on through your core. Try that again. Hands come up. And then press. And breathe. And release down. Okay, good. Stretch those arms out to the side. Okay, pull the abdominals in. Bend your elbows. Okay, so elbows align with shoulders. Now lift up, skydiving position type thing, but legs along at the back, either lifted off the floor or on the floor. Keep the neck long, don't strain your neck. Keep lifting up through those arms. Try to press them forwards as you exhale, then inhale and draw them back to that position. Keep the elbows high, exhale forward, inhale back. Pelvic floor, deep abdominal. Breathe out to reach, breathe in to draw back. Three more. Nice and slow and controlled. Breathing all the way. And then release. So just take some breath there. And then try kicking your right heel up towards your bum and reach for that foot. If that feels too much, roll onto your side. Okay, same thing. Try and get those knees together. Keep the hip bones down or hip bones forwards if you're on your side. Swap legs. So just find that range for you. Breathing. So either swap legs again or go for that double leg position. And now see if you can develop. Lift the chest, press the feet or the legs into the hands, draw the chest open. Rock and roll if that feels like you can do that. And release. And come back to child's posture. Take some breath into your back. Whilst you're in your child's posture, walk your hands to your right side and just stretch down to the side of your spine. And then walking over to the other side. Okay, so not forgetting the side plank position we did earlier, we're going to come to the other elbow, knee down, okay, lower waist lifted. Okay, and we lift that top leg. Or we straighten the bottom leg and lift. Other option is to lift the hand as well. That helps you feel like you're really reaching to the ceiling and lifting up that lower waist. Have a long in the leg you're lifting. Keep your belly strong to lift the lower waist. Breathe out as you lift, inhale as you come back. And down. All right, nice. Okay, we're going to come around. We're going to take it into a wide leg stretch now. So as wide as you can go. So it may be that you feel you need to put something underneath the bum cheeks there to get some lift. So really take the legs out as wide as you can to start with. Take a nice deep in-breath, sitting tall, toes towards, heels away, and then exhale it all out, reaching forwards. And then come back, inhale, deep breath, and then exhale further forwards again. And inhale, coming back. Next time, even further forwards. And stay there and breathe. Drawing your chest down. Now walk your hands over to your right leg, either side of the leg, and then stretch it down. breathe. Try to keep the hips firm, down on the floor, active in your feet. Go to your other leg and reach. And then come back to the center. Maybe split those hands apart to either leg or foot. Draw the chest down. And release. Okay, good stuff. And then come back and give the legs a little shake out. Bring the feet up and give them a little bit of a windscreen wiper to release those hips. And then we're just going to come around to lie on your back. Okay? And we'll just bring the feet so that they're hip distance apart on the floor. All right? Okay, so from here, tuck your tailbone under, imprint your spine. And now peel your spine up and off the floor. Okay, now from here, bring your heels in a little bit tighter and lift the hips. Okay, squeeze the inner thighs. So strong in your shoulder bridge position. So either stay here, or if you feel you can, keeping the left leg steady, bring your right leg to knee fold and just tap the right foot down. If you want more than that, straighten the right leg. Bring the heel down. And then that leg will come level with the left leg. So we either got straight leg, toe taps, or we can stay up and come down and up and down in bridge. Okay, got those three options. And release. And just come down and just hug your knees into your chest. Tuck your head in and now reach your arms away. Now bring your legs away. Okay, so you're just going to send those knees a little bit further away than the hips. Okay, and we're just going to start rocking back and forth. Keep the hands steady. And so you come up, but not all the way so that your feet go to the floor. Keep everything steady. Keep reaching those arms away. If you don't like this with the hands reaching out, hands could go to side of head. So we're just rocking, keeping that hollow position. Breathe. In breath back, exhale up. Keep reaching those arms away. Last one, and hug those knees in. And place your feet back on the floor. And peel your spine up off the floor. Lift the hips, squeeze the inner thigh. So we'll try the other side. So make sure those heels are in to give you that lift into your shoulder bridge, inner thigh squeezing, pelvic floor deep abs. Right leg steady. Left leg to knee fold. If you want, tap down. Remember, when you do this, the knee only comes back as far as the hip. If you want more, reach the left leg up, bring the heel down, level. Try to keep the hips lifted. Or stay in your bridge, tap down, come back up. In breath down, and exhale up. And one more. And come down. Hug those knees in. And this time, bring your hands behind your head. Elbows are wide, reach the legs up. Lower one leg down. And bring it back up. Heel down of the other leg, come back up. Heel down of right leg. Come back up. In breath down. Toes up. Or harder still, both legs together. Breathe in as you lower with the heels. And breathe out as you come back with the toes. Keep that going. Stay with your breath. Keep the head lifted. And last one, and hug those knees into your body. And just take some breath. Okay, come back with those feet on the floor. Tighten, peel up, and lift. Okay, bring those heels in. So from here, once again, come to knee fold. And then from here, keeping the left leg steady, just drop the right knee out to the side and come back. Exhale out, or leg straight, out, back. If you're not liking any of those, continue with lifting and lowering the hips and shoulder bridge. Okay, so we're either knee fold, leg out, or leg straight. Slow and controlled, keep the left leg steady, stay with your breath. Breathe out as you take the leg out, in as you come back, and then come down, and hug the knees in. Bring the head up. Take some breath and stretch your left leg long. Now reach your right leg up. Walk your hands up your leg and pull in, stretching away with your left leg, pulling in with your right. Change legs and do the same. Reach away with the right and pull in with the left. Now we're going to do 2 pulses, bringing the leg in. So take an in-breath and then it's so you get that double pulse just to make it a little bit more dynamic, stretch into the hamstring, and you're keeping the body curled up. Okay, it's called a hamstring pull in Pilates. Okay, really good to stretch out the back of the body here and to work those abdominals. Make sure you're breathing. In breath long, sharp, double out breaths. And last one. And bring those feet back down to the floor. So remember just to take some breath where you need it and join back in with the exercise that we're doing. We're going to peel up again. Bring the heels in. Lift the hips high. Squeeze through the inner thighs like you're holding something between your knees. Take your left leg to knee fold. Keep your right leg steady. And just let the left knee drop. And back. Don't let the right leg fall. Or reach the right leg up. Out to the side. Or feet down and tap the tailbone. Okay, whatever you're doing, slow and controlled, keep good form, try to maintain that steadiness in the body, everything's still apart from the limb that's giving you that challenge. And then come down. Hug the knees in and roll yourself up to sitting, stretching your legs long. Okay, reach your arms out, tuck your chin to your chest, and just roll down. So do a spine stretch here, rolling down towards the legs of the feet. Wrap your hands around your legs or your feet, and just pull. As you do that, draw your belly in, send your tailbone away. And then at the same time, open up through the upper back and breathe. And then come back up. Okay, we're going to swing round. We're going to come to hands and knees. You have hands under your shoulders and knees under your hip. You're going to draw your abdominals in. You're going to look up. As you look up, inhale, tailbone is away. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone around the back. Separate the shoulder blades. In, breath away. And exhale to your cat. And one more time, in breath away. And exhale to your cat. And come back to neutral. So just come up to high kneeling. Okay, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Stretch your arms away from your body. So chest and shoulder stretch. Breathe. Keep lifting those arms up. Reach your left arm up. Take your right hand to the elbow and tricep stretch. So just bringing the hands down between the shoulder blades there. And change. Feel that heart rate coming back down. And release. Step your right foot forwards. Push up. And come back round. Shake it out. Take some deep breaths. Okay, we're going to finish there. Hope that was good.